What is good, fellas? I hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. We got a lot to talk about this morning when it comes to Madden 25. But before we hop into anything brand new, we have a few quick small things we do gotta go over. First things first, once again, thank you guys so much for 8,000 subscribers. My 8K giveaway is currently up and running over on my Twitter. That will be closing tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so if you do want to hop in, well, the clock is actually ticking down. Let's set a like goal of 180 likes on today's morning video. If we can hammer home and get to 180 in 24 hours, there will be an additional gift card giveaway for you guys over in my Discord. With that said, let's hop into today's morning video because, gents, we have some things we do need to talk about. And when it comes to these morning videos, we typically don't have a Thursday morning market talk video, but this week has been a little bit different. We had our main piece of content for the week on Tuesday, and tonight we have something called NFL Draft Night Live. Now, I do think there is going to be a second part of the draft promo. Reason I am so confident in this, we have a 2-week timer on the limited time mode. Typically, when we have limited time modes, they run for the entirety of the promo. So yes, the NFL draft promo will expand into next week. I think we see part 2 of the NFL draft promo on Tuesday, and then next Thursday, I think we see the real deal promo. But when it comes to what we're seeing tonight in the NFL Draft Night Live player promo, that is what you are going to receive from these flawless run packs. We've covered this a few times, but I do want to slide on over to mutt.gg so we can take a look at last year's players, because we got some really good cards. Jaden Daniels, I think Caleb Williams got his first card of the year. Basically, a bunch of rookies got their first cards in Madden Ultimate Team. It's usually one of the cooler things we see all year. So over on mutt.gg right now, and you guys can see all of the first round rookies. I forgot Caleb Williams did not give his rights to EA. It took a while for him to actually get in the game, but you can see the first few picks were 99s, then we jumped down to 98s, 97s were in the first round. But something cool we got last year, there's Jaden Daniels. That card was so freaking good. So what we're looking at right here, a bunch of 99s, 98s, and 97s. This is what I would expect to see tonight, except you're going to replace the players from last year with rookies who are getting drafted this year. EA did not say what overall they are going to be, but they did say they are going to drop in bunches. So for example, the first 6 picks will go in the actual draft, and then a few minutes later, the first 6 players will get dropped in the game. Should be a good time, and I am excited for that. We can scroll down because they actually have these sets on what it took to build one of these players last year. Like, take this with a grain of salt, but I would assume you probably need 4 to 5 hero draft players, but this should be a good time, and you can get one of these 99s for free by going flawless 5 times. Like, trust me, I get it. It is a little bit of a grind, but I will have a video dropping this afternoon talking about the best ways to do this. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for tonight because we have a lot of really cool content coming. Since we are talking about like what's up next and what's coming next, I did mention the real deal promo. Last night, Mutt said that promo was staged to go live. Like, I have seen the feedback on the real deal promo, especially last year. People did not like it. I kind of did enjoy it. I think it gets a worse rap on it than it actually was. It was a pretty solid promo. It gave us cards that were better than a majority of the promos we saw after it. But it was just because we were getting non-NFL players getting Mutt cards, which, like, it's April, fellas. I want to see LeBron James get a Madden card. Maybe that's just because I'm a sucker for the Anthony Edwards card, but like a LeBron and Mutt, I mean, it would be sick. That'll be coming next Thursday. We also need to start thinking about golden tickets. With golden tickets this year, one, the cards look like they're going to be absolutely cracked. You're getting discounted passive X factors. You can make the players play whatever position you want. I would expect to see those begin rolling out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Last year, the first batch of golden tickets did officially go live May 7th. And if I remember correctly, golden tickets dropped every single week from May 7th on Tuesday until like the end of July. Once we get golden tickets, we're going to get the golden ticket day, which I would assume will probably be Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Something I was thinking about and like kind of don't hope it's the case, but roster evolution is going to get replaced with golden tickets. I don't know. I kind of hope that isn't the case, but either way, golden tickets will get a specific day. They'll be very similar to roster evolution and AKA icon, and they'll drop every single week. Golden tickets, if you have not played, it's usually pretty fun to try to pull them. Last year, there were no packs that really gave us an opportunity to pull them. I will say EA did give us a bunch of golden tickets for free. That was in the final season field pass, so we had to wait a good bit of time. Hopefully this year we see these things called training variety pack. If you have ever played during the training variety pack time, you know that you can pull golden tickets out of training variety pack. I think I said this last night or yesterday at some point, but I pulled a golden ticket every single year that GTs were a thing, except last year. That was because we had packs that gave us a chance to actually pull them. Before training variety packs were just, they were just good. And like training variety packs gave you a real chance to pull golden tickets. You could also pull whatever limited times were in the store. Again, the only reason I am bringing this up is one, we have still not seen those alternate jerseys we saw at the very beginning of season 7. And Mutt Leaks did send out a tweet. It's been about a month now since they sent out that tweet, but it was a picture of the alternate jerseys and underneath they said maybe training variety pack. So I am still holding out hope it would make sense for them to drop with golden tickets. And all I'm saying is don't be shocked if training variety packs are some form, some way in Madden 25 this year. That said, let's talk about the big thing of tonight's video, and that is going to be the market crash. So with today's video, we actually had a little bit of an order. Sometimes I turn on the camera and just yap to yap. But I really wanted to let you guys know that we have content dropping tonight. We have NFL Draft Part 2 dropping next week. We have real deals, and we also have golden tickets. The reason I'm saying all of that is all of these draft cards, they are so expensive right now. The order EA is dropping content this week and probably next week is a little bit confusing. So typically we do these Market Monday talks and Market Tuesday talks, but we have, I know, the NFL Draft promo dropping kind of tonight and then also dropping on Tuesday most likely. And so because of that, we got to talk about the Part 1 to Part 2 promo dip in price. I want to talk about it this morning because we have technically, we'll call it Part 1.5 of the draft promo going live today. And so with tonight's, NFL Draft Night Live content, I would assume there's going to be some form of special offers. So if you have any NFL Draft Gold 99s, please sell them off. They are going to get cheaper tonight. They are going to get cheaper on Tuesday or whenever we see Part 2 of the NFL Draft promo. Please sell them off, and you can buy them back probably tomorrow or honestly tonight at some point. There's no way Malik Neighbors is going to be 700,000 coins. Edgerrin Cooper will probably be 450 to 500. Quinton Mitchell, same thing right there. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with Travis Hunter, but let's say they make Travis Hunter a wide receiver, but you can also play him at DB. Malik Neighbors is going to get cheaper. Will Campbell is dropping. We don't have any tackles. I still would expect the rest of the linemen to get cheaper. We didn't get any quarterback champions, which kind of sucks, so I can't really correlate, a Cam Ward card to anyone else in here, but just know every single player that dropped with Part 1 of the draft promo, that is a non-limited time, even though LTDs will probably get cheaper tonight. As for the rest of the markets, we did have an overall increase earlier this week, and every time we get an overall increase, you can expect the rest of the market to steadily take a price decrease. That is for every player that isn't named Julio Jones or Patrick Peterson. These are, just two of the best players in the entire game. Patrick Peterson will get more expensive once he is out of packs. If you want to buy Pat Pete and hold on to him, I really like the idea. Look what happened to Julio Jones. If you invested in Julio Jones when he dropped and he was getting pulled left and right, you could have bought this card for 1,000,000 coins. It is currently 7:23 in the morning, and it's actually a really good price right here for a snipe. You can get about 1.8 to 1.9 million coins for your Julio Jones if you bought, let's say, 5 Julios. You guys do the math right there. 800 times 5. We're not good at math, but it's a lot of coins. Now, do I expect the same price increase on Patrick Peterson? Absolutely not, but this Pat Pete card is by far the best player in the game, so he will go up once he is just not pullable in packs anymore. The Sugar Rush players, these are going to get cheaper, especially as we get into next week. If you could hold off from buying any of the ones you want for your team, I would recommend it. 98 overall limited times. If you have any 98 overall reduxes, please sell them off right now. We are going to get 98 overall reduxes either this next up and coming week or within the next 2 weeks. And all-star athletes, I am still waiting for Derrick Henry to go under 500,000 coins, and I'm going to pull the trigger on him. If you want to buy any all-star athlete cards, it's a good time to do it. It will get cheaper, but these are still the best players in the game, so I don't hate the idea whatsoever. Cannot believe Julius Peppers is still going for 500k. I bought this card for 250 when Part 2 of the All-Star Athlete promo dropped. Now, before we do get out of here for the morning, I do want to take a quick look at a graph. This is Jimmy Graham, Part 1 of All-Star Athletes. The reason we're doing this is to show the Part 1 to Part 2 promo dip. It happens in every single promo. I guess it's safe to say that Jimmy Graham was one of the better Part 1 All-Star Athlete promo players we had. When Jimmy Graham dropped, he was going for right around 600,000 coins. As you can see right there, he did go up to 650, 670, which is a really kind of odd increase day 2, day 3, day 4 of the promo. But when we got Part 2 of the promo of All-Star Athlete, that dropped on April 3rd, you guys can see how much he dropped. He went down to 325,000 coins. He peaked at 654,000 coins. That is almost a 50% dip. Fellas, I could expect to see the almost, not going to say the same drastic dip from Part 1 to Part 2 of the draft promo. Cards are going to get cheaper. It happens every single time. You can go pull up any data from any Part 1 to Part 2 of any promo throughout the entirety of Madden 25. It happens every single time. And again, the reason we are having this conversation right now and not next Monday or Tuesday is I think there's a real chance these players from Part 1 of the draft promo get cheaper today with the NFL Draft Night Live promo. Stay tuned for that. I know it's a lot of just draft night, draft, just verbiage out there. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit hit me up down in the comment section, Twitter, Discord. But that all said, boys, this is going to be everything we got this morning. I will say I am recording this one a little bit earlier than I typically do. For whatever reason, I have a really busy Thursday morning. I kind of want to knock everything out before I have to go, like, actually do school, which I graduate school in 22 days, which, you say that out loud, like, damn, I am getting old. With that all said, boys, have a fantastic rest of your Thursday morning. I love you guys. Have a good one. Subscribe, like if you're new. Peace, gents. I'll catch you guys later.